and welcome back to Legion. We're going to be doing episode 7 today of season 1, second to last episode of the first season. Miss Bird's husband was kind of floating around in that headspace of David's and plucking people out, trying to, I assume, take them to freedom, or at least getting them away from there, waking them up. Miss Bird, at the very end, was trying to push David and Sid out of the way of the bullets. Couldn't really quite budge them. Then big old yellow eyes came up on the wall, and I think that's the last we saw of her. Sydney was the only one who was really suspicious of that door on that one wing, the door that was different from all the others, the bedroom door. And then she eventually got taken in there with the little hypnosis audio on, and it was David's old room. It was like a cross-section of memories, and they went from the hospital straight into his childhood. And, yeah, those are the big takeaways from the episode. So, let's just see what happens now.
Meditation starts in 20 minutes in the activity room.
In your power down. People that just whistle constantly, I can't stand it. Like, get a hobby that's less fucking annoying. I'm wondering where they are in this headspace, because she was running the halls and he was walking after her. Now they're in this like dilapidated part with broken electric and shit walls and all these globes.
What do you do with it? Hey, sexy.
That was a good transition. I love these cuts.
Yeah, that was him. What did he do with it?
What did he do with it?
What did he do with it? Why are you doing this?
From the movies,
It's not a baby
it looked
now.
like the Charles Xavier wheelchair.
My wife? Is she... For some reason I want to say Chinese?
No, she's not Chinese.
Got it. Japanese?
No, not Asian in any way, no.
Of course, I'm out for Rook. I should have known. The dog.
Oh. There's a dog?
In David's memories, he's disguised himself as a really very cute little beagle, but the name King, I should. I'm out for Rook, the Shadow King.
A commenter
We have to
said
rescue
that.
them.
I had
Didn't
no
I
idea who the
just say
Shadow
that?
King
I'm
was.
sure I...
Enceladus. Is Enceladus a moon of Saturn? Might not. I just woke up. Give me a break. Alright, so yeah, this is the end of the last episode. I constantly think of the new recruit guy in the second Hellboy movie with the dome face, the German guy.
So I'll go to the hospital and save the others and deal with Lenny, and you fix it.
Kind of like Inception.
Are we good?
Like the
Yeah,
2 or 3
that's
dreams
what I was
deep.
Great, let's go.
Wait,
Unfolding sequence of things to make it happen.
These, Oliver made them. They'll show you what's real and what isn't. Because
What was that
Farouk
movie? They
is
or They
watching.
Live or
Yeah.
with Roddy Piper?
I'll send a signal when...
Cut out all the noise.
Thought
Most
it'd
of
be
it.
interesting.
Oh, that's right. I was like, how did they freeze time? But even this itself is a thing in David's mind, right?
Have I seen you before? At the poetry slam?
No.
You seem familiar, though.
Oh, was that the guy who got snatched up by the dog? Can't tell if he's dead or frozen or... The eye dog guy, he went into the room with his gun looking like him, so...
Freaking out. Oh, stop. No, you're not. No, don't tell me you're trapped in here with another thing, a monster or whatever.
No, he's up there. The monster. He tricked us into giving up control. Tricked you.
Why is his voice
Yeah,
all
I got that.
fresh?
I'm you. Your rational mind. You're having a breakdown, a stress response. Your power is kicking in to save you. It created me. You did.
And you're British?
Like I said, I'm your rational mind.
I created you?
Yes. Now, I want you to imagine a classroom.
A what?
Classroom. With a blackboard. We're going to figure this thing out, you and me.
Yes, of course. It's a mutant. Like me.
And has been with you a long time. Maybe since you were a...
Baby.
Not gonna lie, at first I thought that was a sperm entering an egg, and then he put the face on it.
This thing, the monster, was his enemy. They fought here. In the astral plane. With their minds. It didn't die. But its mind floated off.
Like a Horcrux.
Like a haunted house. It possessed me.
Why?
Get back at the
Revenge.
dad. To be a
Isn't
weapon.
that
Yeah.
what it said?
Revenge. To be a weapon.
Keep going.
I wonder if he's gonna deflect them, melt them, disappear them. Like, how's this gonna work? Turning them into flowers, like. Oh yeah, there's no sound, so I guess nobody noticed that Carrie got, fucking speared off to the side. Forming a shield? He's just running in circles in his mind. Gotta make your own door, David. I never liked the guy, but I didn't want to see him crushed like that. Turn into a pretzel. Please ignore the compressed bleeding head. I was gonna say, this whole thing was to save you. If you just take these bullets, then it's like... Finally! Finally out of the mind. It's like 2 or 3 episodes? I wonder what this does for the story, because...
No! It's not gone. We've isolated it in your mind, the monster with the device.
So lead it on.
Yes, please.
I thought when she opened it up he was shrouded, but instead... he was out?
Like some eggs?
Or is this an audio recording
So
from one
look
of them?
at the sunset over the Box
Fuck.
House Hills.
She was watering flowers in the thing. She's got a flower there.
I needed you, and you left me.
It's a good thing, because now we're all fucking free. That is her thing, is flair and temperament and emotion. So it makes sense. It's not just character acting irrational or butthurt over situations, so she gets a pass.
I have to call Ben.
Amy.
No, he'll be so worried.
Amy, you can. They're watching in Division 3. If you call him...
An email.
David.
I could call from a payphone.
An email?
Just get some rest.
Aren't we in the 70s?
Figure this out.
Again, tighten to the wide shot. They did this before. Okay, good. I was gonna say... Wait a minute.
David,
this
you look
who-
well.
It's the guy at the
That
pool.
headband. I know, me, not so good. 3rd degree, thank you very much. Really painful. We have so much to talk about.
Oh, man. Does he let it out to defend himself, or... He locked it in the same box. Alright, that was episode 7. I enjoyed that a lot more than episode 5 and a little bit more than episode 6. It kind of... Somebody said that 6 and 7 were kind of like a two-parter to set up the finale, so it kind of makes sense now. I really like this one. David and company got free of the mind, and they went out for a stroll. Then they got attacked by the Section 3 soldiers? And the guy at the pool who got, I guess, all burned up, apparently, when the fireball. Still don't know who did that fireball. They haven't... Or is that a pyrotechnic device and not a mutant power? They didn't... That hasn't been specified yet. But, yeah, no. It had to have been a mutant power because all those fucking burnt skeletons fell into the pool and just drifted down. The little toasty, crispy critters, so... Section 3 was the problem towards the beginning of the show. Sorry, reverse image. Section 3 was a problem towards the beginning of the show. And then it was lost in David's mind, and then I was like, well, where are they going to go for the end? And it looks like Section 3 isn't done. Don't know how big the organization, the network, the funding, the backing, you know, how big it is, but this guy survived the attack in the first episode at the pool when they had David submerged. So, yeah, I guess that's going to be... I wonder if this finale is going to be a pitch for Season 2, or if it's like going to... I don't think... It can't close the case on Section 3, can it? I don't know. Either way, the beast, the demon, Rex, or Farouk, what did I say the name was? The king, seemed to have cracked the coffin that it was in, the little isolation coffin. David just had to mind warp out of there, but that was just raw energy and hatred, and it cracked it, so... If it comes out now, he's just gonna poof everyone like the last time that David was possessed in the hallway. He was just walking around, just turning people into dust. So maybe that'll happen again. But now he's surrounded by friendlies too. So hopefully not. We'll just have to wait and see. All right. Well, until next week's episode, the finale. I thank you all so much for watching. As always, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you again. Goodbye.